very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Looking now at some numbers for LaMelo Ball.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. And for Los Angeles, the team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Jackson in at the point. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. The pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. No good there. Plumlee with some nice D. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Passes to Rozier. Some solid defense from Ibaka. To the paint, here's George, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by George. And Leonard has it in the corner. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run. And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Now, here is George. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Pass to Plumlee. In the corner, it's Bridges. No good with the triple.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
George against Rozier. Ibaka, no luck.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard with the ball. Bridges covering. Leonard kicks to George. And Marcus Morris, good for 3.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Pass to Rozier. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Plumlee against Ibaka. Poked loose. Stolen by Ball. Lets it go from 11. And it's off the back rim. No good. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. George against Rozier. Releases from 15. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And it's Ball penetrating. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his 2nd foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Oubre's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi has.
Shooting 2.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. It also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Leonard hits them both. Greg, for teams that are slow out of the gate, their fans can really be impatient and unforgiving.
Yeah, the media, too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town, you go big or you get talked about. And it happens in small towns as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Now, here's Rozier. 11-point game his last outing.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. George passes to Ibaka. A 3-pointer off the mark. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
George looking over the floor. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kelly Oubre. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Well, free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Hornets trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball kicks to Rozier. Oubre on the wing. Clock at 6. Shoots over Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Bridges misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Knocks it loose. Ball with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Leonard against Oubre. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. Great D that time from Oubre.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside, George. Over Rozier. Good on the 13-footer.
Well, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Ball up top, defended by George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. 4th, the Clippers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And the first one drops. A different look for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann comes in for George. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. And then for Charlotte, McDaniels checked in for Miles Bridges. Gordon Hayward comes in for P.J. Washington. And Bouknight comes in for Kelly Oubre. Ball hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here is Bledsoe. And there's the pass to Mann. Passes it to Zubac. He can't get it to go. And the Hornets now going the other way. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Bledsoe outside. Zubats in the post. There's the 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Stolen by Zubats. Feeds it to Leonard. The baseline J. And the jumper is on the mark. And that's now 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Bouknight passes the ball. Hayward from outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Zubats. Here's Mann. Outside Leonard. Over Hayward. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Leonard dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Zubats. Shakes him. And the pass to Mann. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. They trail by 3. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the 3-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Ball against Bledsoe. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Leonard. 2nd in steals, 4th in scoring, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league and 3-point shooting.
And back to your point, number 2 in steals. He's just a tireless worker. Plays that hard-nosed, on-ball defense. Most guys just can't disengage from him. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the Hornets making a change here. Smith has checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Passes it to Leonard. Over Hayward. And it's Leonard missing. Charlotte has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. That's a 2 from Smith. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And a guy like Nick Batum, all but written off, he went through a rebirth after joining the successful Clippers.
Right, you think about Nick Batum, he had to deal with so many injuries. You forget how complete a player he is when healthy. He showed just how important he can be for an elite team.
Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Here's Smith. The Clippers in the lead. The tray. Kennard's shot is off.
and I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Out to the right wing. McDaniels kicks to Rozier. Pass to Bouknight. And the Hornets miss again. And it's the Clippers' ball. Inside, here's Batum. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Pass to Hayward. And Hayward at the stop.
There is nothing soft about Gordon Hayward at the cup. This guy's superb finishing that one.
1:57 left to play here in the first. Bledsoe against Hayward. Here's Mann. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Zubac. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
It's Kennard, top of the key. And it's in there. And now a 5-point Clipper lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
One more thing they've done well is challenge shooters and change shots. A lot of blocks early. Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Here's Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Terry Rozier.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Rozier. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Zubac against Smith. Picked his pocket. Passes it to Bouknight. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Charlotte trailing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Bouknight. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento. And the rejection by Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bridges. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here is Zubac. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. And the step back, a shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Case in point, Gordon Hayward among that group, and he does it so well.
I really like the step back move. Being at 6'8", I feel like I can use a little bit of my quickness to get an advantage and then step back and tall enough to shoot over some guys. So that's one of my moves.
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one falls for Bridges. It wasn't too long ago, Doris, that people referred to the NBA as a point guard league. Think that's still the case?
I don't, Kevin. When you look across the league right now, the best players come from across positions. You've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, not a point guard. You might describe him as a point forward, but you could describe him in many ways. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, is a center, but really he's a point center. LeBron James remains one of the most dangerous guys in the league. Kevin Durant will go down as one of the great scorers in history and really a much better defender than given credit for it. So no, I'd say the golden age of point guards is over.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And what makes Bouknight so difficult to guard? His ability to hit jumpers off the bounce.
He's got a great handle and the quickness to create separation. I know it's unpopular with the analytics crowd, but his pull-up from mid-range is money.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
George passes to Jackson. Now here's Kennard. And stolen by Hayward. Smith on the wing. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. This one for 3. Bouknight with the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Can they get it? Jackson misses.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Plumlee. And there's another one for the Hornets.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
And here is Los Angeles now. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Pass to George. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Hayward's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Bridges. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Charlotte. Oubre comes in for Miles Bridges. Clippers trail by 9. To the middle. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. 5 points in the game.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Hornets.
Back to Smith. Hayward outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka can really get up on these lob attempts. Great at finishing strong when he's near the rim.
Smith finds Oubre. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. It's tipped. Washington passes to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Hayward over Kennard. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Hayward, and Hayward at the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Kennard against Plumlee. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Plumlee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Smith. Oubre outside. Here's Plumlee. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Jackson. And it's sent back by Plumlee. They recover it. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Serge Ibaka. Hornets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Oubre, right side. Pass to Hayward. Takes it inside, and Hayward at the stuff.
That's the attacking mentality of Gordon Hayward. If he sees a lane to the basket, he will seize that opportunity.
Here's Jackson. He had 16 points in the win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Dishes to George. Pass to Kennard. 3-pointer. Cans it from downtown. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
Now Hayward. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento. And then Washington with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 7.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Smith, the pass to Plumlee. Oubre finds Smith. Now Hayward. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hayward's got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's George. And the shot is long. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Oubre, left side. The turnaround jumper. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kennard for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his 2nd make this quarter.
Pass to Washington. Kicks it to Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
This guy's a super quick leaper. Oubre doesn't need much time to get off the floor.
Jackson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nobody near George. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Smith. Oubre outside. Hayward on the wing. Puts up a three. The Clippers grab the miss. George hacks a two-pointer, finds himself wide open and drills it. And now just a 4-point Hornets lead, so Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Charlotte also making some changes. Daniels is checked in for Plumlee. Rozier comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Ball in for Smith. Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Now the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Oubre. George, no good. Hornets leading by 5. And Rozier, here we go. Can't hit from in close. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically great, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And Bledsoe, no good on that one.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
Charlotte in the lead. Now, here's Rozier. Oubre outside. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Oubre's got 5 now.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Leonard. 23 points for him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Shoots over McDaniel. Leonard with the bucket. 12 points for him.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Bledsoe against Rozier. Outside, Ball. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. On the wing, Batum. Off target from outside. Fires for 3. And they recover it. Leonard, no luck.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Hornets leading by 4. Rozier kicks the ball. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Oubre passes to Washington. Lets it go from 14. A second chance effort, and the rejection by Zubac. Here's Mann. He's covered by Ball. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Some changes for Charlotte. Bridges, he's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Bouknight comes in for Oubre. Passes it to Mann. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Stolen by Ball. Stolen by Bledsoe. Outside, Batum.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And it's sent back by Leonard. Down low. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Batum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Bridges. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more. Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Clippers call time here.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
.107 left to play here in the half. Bledsoe outside. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Driving inside.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
46 seconds left now here in the second. Mann passes to Zubac. Pass to Bledsoe. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's Bledsoe on the wing. 6 to shoot, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clippers trail by 9. Left side, Leonard to end the run. And he converts the layup. Leonard's got 14 points.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
To the middle. Here's Rozier. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. With Coach James Borrego, what is going to make the difference in the second half?
Well, we need a good start. We're going to talk to the guys right now. They got to come out with the same energy they started the game with. Attack mode from the start.
That's led to some great things, and we'll see if that continues. Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Shaq, let's get your take on Charlotte.
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
They've had a few issues in the first half, but the turnovers really stand out. It's hard to stay in the game when you're giving possessions away. Plus, it lets the other team run on the offensive end. They have to clean that up and clean up their ball handling and make better decisions.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte, and Charlotte looking at who they've got. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions, and it's Plumlee in at the center. Now here's Plumlee. Ibaka with some nice D.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Charlotte leading by 7. And there's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And here's George. Here's Ibaka, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Ibaka's got 6 points.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Now here's Ball. The wide open look for Plumlee. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Clippers trail by 6. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Here's Leonard. It's blocked.
He has the length to send shots back. I like seeing Bridges make his presence felt on this end.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the paint. Here's Washington, and the rejection by Ibaka. From deep, George drains it from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Bridges outside. Poked away. Ball kicks to Bridges. Rozier for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Washington, that's good.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Over Bridges, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
Ball, the pass to Plumlee. Pass to Rozier. Trains the three-pointer. Rozier's got 7.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Clippers trail by 8. Now George, 11 points in the game. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ibaka, no luck. Charlotte has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Hornets also with a sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Rozier. Ibaka finds Kennard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. George, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Hayward up top, defended by Ibaka. From deep, Washington. The rebound by Paul George. George has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. He can't get that one to fall. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. But they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Bridges misses. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ish Smith, he's checked in for the Hornets. Clippers trail by 10. Jackson with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. George against Bridges. Here's Hayward. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Bridges with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Hayward at the stuff.
The difference in confidence level from when Gordon Hayward entered the league to now, I get the sense he feels he can go at anyone, anytime he wants.
And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Kennard. Charlotte also making some changes. Oubre's checked in for Plumlee. And Bouknight comes in for Smith. And George kicks to Batum. The dish now to Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Now here's Bouknight, guarded by Jackson. Hayward on the wing for 3, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Batum dishes to Ibaka. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Hayward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he drives in, and Bouknight slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Clippers trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sure. The Hornets pull it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann comes in for George. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Mann. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Batum. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Now here's Bouknight. Defense is right there. Washington finds Hayward, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hayward's got 19 points.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's Bledsoe. There's the pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Bridges. Ibaka, no luck. Hornets leading by 16. Oubre outside. Passes it to Bridges. Over Bledsoe. That one a little long.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Batum kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Mann. Clock at 4. No good on that one. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Mann. Makes it off the glass. And here is Bouknight. Hayward outside. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Clippers trail by 19. Mann passes to Bledsoe. Looking for Ibaka. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Hayward outside. And there's the pass to Bouknight. Clock at 6. Back to Hayward. From about 19 feet, the rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game. Passes it to Zubac. Lays it up off the glass. Zubac has got 6 points.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
1:52 left in the third. Pass to Hayward. Banked in off the glass. Hayward's got 12 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's man. Here's Zubats, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Zubats has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Charlotte calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. McDaniels checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Washington. Hornets leading by 15. On the wing, Rozier. Guarded by Bledsoe. McDaniels passes to Bouknight. He feeds it to McDaniels. And the rejection by Zubats. Leonard inside. Defended by Hayward. Leonard with the bucket.
This has defined Kawhi Leonard's game going back to college. He understood rebounding is important to winning.
46 seconds left to play in the 3rd. McDaniels dishes to Oubre. Pass to McDaniels. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McDaniels got his 2nd basket of the night.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Back to Zubats. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Zubats has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Batum against Hayward. Here's Bouknight. Can't connect. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Okay, just 1 basket at a time, all right? Keep playing, keep getting shots. That's all right. There's block a couple shots with the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. They gonna come back in 1 possession. Gotta keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Bledsoe. And there's Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5. Here's Ball, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Back to Ball. Stolen by Bledsoe. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Over Rozier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Los Angeles. To the inside. Here's Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubats.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Ball. for three. Hayward. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jackson has the open look. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. On here comes Rozier all alone.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Zubats, and he makes good on the layup. Zubats has got 4 this quarter.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. Inside, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
I think you simply have to respect Gordon Hayward's passing ability. This guy knows how to take advantage of space in the screen and roll.
Clippers trail by 8. Jackson up top. He's covered by Ball, and Jackson gets it to go.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Plumlee. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Zubats. Down low. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Leonard's got 22.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside, Ball. At the elbow, Oubre. The pass to Rozier. Wide open to the hoop. Here's Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
This guy is blessed with such rare athletic gifts. Eric Bledsoe leaves no doubt.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. And there's the feed to Plumlee. Great D that time from Batum. For Los Angeles, they've gone on a tear here in the 4th. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. A shot by Hayward, wide open, hits the three-point bomb. 27 points for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the 4th quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Oubre on the wing. Hayward looking around. On the wing, Rozier. Shot clock at 5. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Oubre can't get it to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes the ball. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Bledsoe. The Clippers trail. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And the Hornets call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. For the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And it's George in for Eric Bledsoe. The Hornets also changing it up. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, George. Over Plumlee. The shot by George, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
And the three ball is good.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Clippers trail by 4. Now Leonard pulls from the top of the key, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Rozier against Jackson, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
On the wing, Rozier, guarded by Jackson. Washington passes to Plumlee. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Rozier, guarded by Jackson. And it's Rozier missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The three from George gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, not only prolific from 3, but efficient from 3. Paul George, nicely done.
Zubac against Ball. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Rozier for 3. And it's Rozier again missing.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. George finds Leonard. Over Bridges.
And I think Bridges has some real upside defensively. He's strong, athletic, and able to guard multiple positions. And that's what every team is looking for.
Plumlee against Zubac. On the wing, Rozier. Back to Ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Charlotte making a switch here. Hayward's checked in. Unable to get that one. George with the defensive effort. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Plumlee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Bridges. Plumlee with it. Here's Ball to end the cold streak. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers in the lead. And it's George finishing it off.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside. Nice.
Jackson against Ball. The pass to Hayward. He dishes it to Bridges. Back to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. And again, the Hornets missing.
And really, they've rebounded well all game long.
Jackson against Ball. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Rozier, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And the Clippers call time here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ivica Zubac.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
stolen by Washington. Fast break now for Charlotte. Rozier's got the ball. Stolen by George. Outside Leonard. Knocked away. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Ball. Count that one. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man, Ball, is used to the spotlight.
Now, here is George. Leonard with the bucket.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Rozier, the pass to Plumlee. To the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. Pass to Leonard. It's tipped. Jackson against Rozier. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. LA has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. From deep, George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Now, here's Rozier. Bridges finds Washington. Rozier with the ball. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Rozier's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Leonard against Bridges. From about 19 feet. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Feeds it to Ball. Leonard with the steal. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Right wing. On the high post. Jackson misses. Jackson against Rozier. Out to the wing. Back to Washington. 24 seconds left in the game. Leonard against Ball. Now here's Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From the stripe. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And the Clippers call time here. They lead by 2. 3 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And the Hornets call time here. They're behind by 4. 1 second left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle 3-pointer and a foul. This one's over. And Ball ready for these moments, showing he wants the rock in his hands. Love it.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.